Now I am explaining one more demo program. This is 5.3, evaluating weekly average temperature. We have to enter uh, 7 days temperature through command line arguments. Thereafter, we have to find out the average temperature and print it. At the same time, 7 days temperatures also we should print, because then only the output is quite readable. Okay, now let us consider the code. Class weekly average temperature, and thereafter a main method I have defined. Int c is equal to 0. Here most of you are confused because day 1 is 1. Why I made it as 0? Earlier program, 2 program, c is equal to 1 I made. Here one special reason is there. What is that reason? You know, when you are entering daily temperatures, where the day 1's temperature is stored, if you know command line arguments, you know that day 1's temperature is stored in args0, day 2's temperature args1, day 7, 7th day temperature is stored in 6, because here we are using command line arguments. That's why the 7 days temperatures are stored from args0 to args6. If you use args7 and all that, array, args array boundaries are crossed. Then one exception is thrown, array index out of bound exception is thrown. That point always you must remember. If you already didn't study command line arguments properly, once again you work out all the program, then only you can understand this logic. Otherwise, definitely you write 1 here, it leads to error. Understand, this is closely, all the concepts are closely connected. That is the most challenging feature in Java. Understand, if you miss one point, ultimately it leads to several errors. So that's why day 1 temperature is stored in args0. That's why C I initialized with 0. This what you call initialization. Loop control variable initialization I made with 0. Thereafter, one more new point I have to explain. Now, in command line arguments, you are entering certain values, certain arguments. Then how many values you are entering? 7 values you are entering in this case. In this case, so what is the length of args array? In args array, all these are stored. What would be the length of args array? 7. That you remember and tell. Now that is not required. Actually, every array, Java's array, automatically stores one instance variable. Automatically stores one instance variable, that is length. Then for that you need not do anything. Array name dot length you give. How many elements are filled in an array, automatically you can get. In this case, how many elements you have filled as arguments? 7. So what is the this value? Obviously you know that 7. What you want. So that's why this is the simplest way. You must use this. Otherwise, if you write 7 and all that, what happens? You know, people understand that you do not know this element. From the beginning, many times already I told you, your program speaks about your standard, your knowledge, your discipline, everything. That's why wherever some sophisticated element is there, a designated element is there, you must use it. Here simply writing 7 also you get the same result, but people immediately you are documenting yourself, I do not know this element. Already I told you here I have written shorthand operators. Without using shorthand operators also you can write. Then immediately what you are documenting yourself, I do not know shorthand operators. Understand? That's why programming is it is an intellectual job. Hmm? So you should be very, very smart. Whatever elements, sophisticated elements you learned, every element you contextually you incorporate in the program. Then you will become a smart programmer, and your IQ is very much required. Suppose this context comes immediately, so nobody will force you to write to use shorthand operators, use length variable, and all that. It should strike to you. When it strikes to you, you work out number of programs. You understand all the concepts first. Thereafter, hands-on approach. Several programs you write, then automatically those are registered in your brain. Timely they come up, and you can write. Okay. Now we found out number of days using this formula, and this value is 7. Okay. Now this average temperature, total temperature variables we are declaring. Now I am writing while statement, but this is the test condition. Now you see, I didn't write less than or equal to. Why? If C is 1, I would have written C is less than or equal to 1. This context is different. In previous two programs I have written C is less than or equal to. Here C is 0. That's why less than D is correct. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should not write 7. When you write equal to, write means if you write equal to is 7, it is crossing the boundary of args array. That point you remember. Thereafter what I am doing, I want to print all the daily temperatures of the 7 days. That's why how actually in argc, how values are iterated. argc originally 0, args1, args2, args3, args4, args5, args6, up to that. These are parsed and those are printed. By that all the 7 days temperatures you are printing. And here one more thing I am telling you, don't write print line. If you write print line, those are printed one by one. That's why you write print. Contextually you should behave. Nobody can guide you. It is your poetry. You have to write your own poetry. Nobody will help you. So print you write, then horizontally all the numbers will come. Thereafter total temperature you have to calculate. For this shorthand operator, total temperature is equal to originally 0. Total temperature is equal to total temperature plus float dot parse float args c. That is 0, 1 and all that iterated. Ultimately total temperature is stored in this variable total temperature. This is already explained. This is incrementation. Because of the incrementation only further iteration is being made. Otherwise only one iteration is done. If you don't write incrementation, no error will come. Only first value is printed. Thereafter wheel does not move. Then second value is not printed. Next values are not printed. That point always you remember. Now total temperature is stored here. Now how you can calculate average temperature? Now come out of the loop. Loop job is over. Okay. Now one total temperature is stored in this variable. Now how can you calculate average? Number of days. How? Where are the number of days? Those are stored in D. Then total temperature by D. Then average temperature is filled with a value. Then you print it using SOP. Then your program is finished. In this context, I have to tell you one thing. Now so far 3 programs we did, and you study, you read, understand. Thereafter close the book and write these programs independently. Definitely write. You should have determination, but definitely I am telling you, most of you will commit some mistakes. No doubt about that. Even though all your mistakes, all your errors are your friends, because They enable you to learn new things if you have integrity. This means if you have integrity, through every error you commit and you learn new things by rectifying the error. So don't treat errors as your enemies. Errors, whatever, especially in programming, whatever errors you commit, those are of your good friends, those are your well wishers, because each error enable you to learn one or two new points, and those are 100% registered in your brain. Okay, after performing these three programs on your own, then I am giving you a challenging task. Actually, always you should not limit to whatever I teach. You should go ahead. You should learn new things. For this purpose, I give you three exercises. You generalize the three programs. Generalize the programs means these are looking like classroom programs. You convert them as projects. Projects means by generalization, those are developed as projects. Of course, these are simple projects. Initially, you should start start with the simple projects only. Thereafter, big projects you can develop. And one more thing in this context you must remember is any big project is a composition of small projects only. Now you perform small projects. What is a small project? 5.1, I explained to you multiplication table. Multiplication table 5 up to 10 terms. You generalize it. Generalize it means by making simple changes in the code, you can convert it a multiplication table program. That means it need not be limited to 5. That means any multiplication table you can print. Now m is equal to 5 I have given. Why should I initialize it? You read it through command line. So you must be in a position to print any multiplication table. 17th multiplication table. Number 2 point. Up to 10 I printed. Why should I print up to 10? 17th multiplication table up to 20 terms. Why can't you print? So limit also you go through. And one more thing, we are starting at 1. 1 into 5, 5, 2 into 5, 10, 3 into 5, 15. So why it should be started at 5? 1, it may be started at a fifth term. That means 25th multiplication table starting from fifth term to 15th term. That you have to write. Your program should be designed in such a fashion. Simple thing. If you apply your brain, definitely you do that. So that is like a project. That is multiplication table project. Then it print any multiplication table from any minimum limit to any maximum limit. That is generalization. If you are able to do that, then you can improve your knowledge and you enrich your confidence like anything. And as far as the second program 5.2 is concerned, what I did, 1 to n, 1 to n value I am giving, find the sum of numbers 1 through n. Now why it should be from 1? You start from 5 to 15, the sum of the numbers from 5 through 15, sum of numbers from 10 to 22. Like that you generalize. What you have to, I don't want to give spoon feeding. If you fail to do that, please give me a mail, then I will tell you the solution. But you apply your brain first. Okay, as far as third program, temperature, average temperature is concerned, why it should be for 7 days? It can be for 3 days, it can be for 10 days, it can be for 1 month or 365 days. In such a way, you develop it, you generalize that. And this average temperature program should work for any number of days. It may be 3 days, it may be 7 days, it may be 10 days, it may be 30 days, or it may be 365 days. In such a way, but one thing, here name weekly average temperature I have given, but you must change accordingly. This is weekly, don't talk about weekly. Average temperature, class names and all that appropriately should change. Now, once you perform these 3 programs on your own, you can enrich your confidence.